From childhood, I've been a chubby boy. I grew up, at least I was bigger in size than my peers, uh, till until university. I lost a few kilograms, and then when I came into the employment world, that's where it became uncomfortable because I was gaining weight in a short span of about 2 years, and I had to do something about it. I can't say it is genetic, but maybe also if I consider the eating habits, uh, probably I was not cautious on my eating habits, and probably they somehow contributed. We have friends, sometimes they joke, sometimes they go overboard. But I saw someone took a photo of me at an event, and then when I looked at it, I was like, oh, this thing needs to be, we need a solution for this. I reached a point and I reduced all the eating. I did more. The first things didn't work using my own initiatives. Uh, I cannot say I tried to work out and then I lost morale. So I was like, these things, I shouldn't stress about it. Until I think in 2022, I attended a graduation and then met a friend who introduced themselves as a nutritionist. And because I had the thought that lingered for some time and I needed to save my face and reclaim myself, I interested her and I asked her, where do you work from? She gave me the details, and luckily enough it was Nella. I called her one evening. I said, where are your workplace? I would wish to come there. And she said, she directed me in Paleo Loyal. I met her at Nela, the other branch. When I came to Nela, it was an evening after work. I reached at the reception. They received me. I told them I needed to do a consultation. The consultation was they did particular tests, height, sugar levels, size, waist, and maybe fat content. The technical terms that you people know better. At the end, I had to meet a dietitian for purposes of evaluating what came out from the assessment form, and also him giving an opinion and maybe professional guidance. It was surprising because, first of all, they found that according to my height and the size that I had, I was in the category of obese. I expressed my concern that I'm a young person. I cannot have a life at this age to be obese, and then the rest of my lifetime I had to do something about it. And of course, the dietitian explained, of course, the consequences of having such a size at a young age, and maybe projected that maybe by 35, 38, I would be a candidate for hypertension and maybe diabetes. And then I started imagining my life that how will I live at a young age? Because at 8 you're fairly young, and then you're battling with, you have health complications at a time when you're supposed to be more productive. Mm. So I told him, I will go, but I will come back. I've brought myself for this consultation. I will come back to start on a weight loss program. But even with that little consultation, I was cautious now. I started a few recommendations that he told me. I started watching what I eat, what time I eat, what I drink, and everything. So by the time I came back now for the real program in January 2023, I had actually lost about 1.5 kgs. It was an improvement in a period of 2 months. Came and started the program uh, uh, with the supportive staff of Nela. I first started with 1 month. 3 months is what that one for 3 month period. Slowly, every week I go for tests. The first week I lost 0.9 kilograms. I thought these things are easier. They said you are going to take smoothies, do meal replacements. Whenever I would take the detox, you'll find that's the time I've reduced much more weight. Generally, how you feel, how you sleep and wake up, it is a whole different feeling. And you would lose probably 4 kilograms. Then I was like, yes, first week I I put in a lot of energy, and was really strict to what the dietitian told me. And when I went for review, I had lost just 0.9 kilograms. And the man told me it is okay. I was very disappointed. I knew at least maybe 2 3 kilograms, but it was the start and it was expected. The second time I had lost, I think, around 1.3. So every week at least I was in a range of a kilogram or more, not less. In my view, I thought I had reduced because the shirts that I used to put on were no longer fitting. The trousers, I needed help of a belt to progress. So when I went back, they explained to me that actually you can reduce as far as fat content is concerned, and it is compensated in muscle. So you've reduced as far as the fat because it has less weight and is thick. Uh, but while you reduce the fat, that same space is compensated by muscle, which we will feel smaller. But I understood their mind, and I wanted to understand more of how they look at it from their point of view. And I think that guided me so much. I had a piece of paper that had recommended foods per week. Sometimes would be changed after 1 or 2 weeks, depending on the progress. There is a time when I had to do basically smoothies, and not necessarily soul food, but just smoothies, meal replacements for about 2 weeks, for purposes uh, of reducing further, so at least quickening the weight loss. So it's been 6 months now. Uh, it has been a journey of temptations. I've had, I would go for events. Generally, I'm an events person, so I would go for events. I look at nice food. I look at it. I remember what the dietitian told me. I remember the other picture that I saw. I'd be like, God, why are you tempting me? But then I would pray and I was like, this is a mission that is still ongoing. It is uh, it is a core to my survival. For me to live, to be healthy is very important if I'm to be productive, and that really guided me so much. I think it is important to always have get knowledge of an expert in the field. You have different bodies, we have different practices, and what Nella offered me is that they analyzed my eating habits, my lifestyle, and they knew what they could basically recommend to me. And how they made the recommendations, I don't necessarily have to consult them every other time. I know that my lifestyle, I should I should eat this way, I should drink this, I should stop eating at this time, uh, I should eat these kinds of food or not. So if I'm to recommend really a person, I would say uh, go and get a professional advice that is to you as a person. I don't think I have already arrived, because the gentleman told me that I have to be around 56 and 62, and yet I also didn't want to be a very small man. So I wanted at least to jump out of the other category of a boy of obese and slim down to no more average weight, uh, but one that is not really, I don't have to get worried about. Yes, but it's a work in progress. But I don't want to be a very small man. No, no, no. First, I had 80 kilograms, of course, with all the fat, so I would be as. But then, uh, as of now, I'm 63 kilograms in the period of from January up to now. And I think I had reduced so much, and I started eating coarse. So I think I would have been very smaller than that if I had decided to taste some things which are inevitable.